Oh my god, what was that? What was that? What's up, guys? MD Media. What's up, guys? MD Media here today, and today we are reviewing The Backrooms. We all know that one picture that everyone has seen about The Backrooms. And yes, they made that whole thing into a movie thanks to Kane Parsons, or known as well as Kane Pixels. And we've all seen at least one of his videos, or you may have not known that you've seen one of his videos, but we've known that he's been working on a Backrooms kind of series since like 2021, I believe so. And yeah, I feel like he's done pretty good at it. I really like the VHS effects and everything that he does with that. I think it's pretty cool looking. And I like the fact that he has like a lot of lore with it as well. And I'm happy that they chose him to make it. I wouldn't have wanted it to be anybody else, honestly. And I'm pretty sure that's how everybody else feels. And I know there's different interpretations of Backrooms kind of lore. And I feel like Kane Parsons was just kind of the safer route to go because, it's already built up on a foundation. Like it's already got stuff on it already. It's got lore already. And, I really like that he wanted to go with his version. It's his version of the Backrooms. But yeah, this film, it's good. It's good. Honestly, it's worth the hype, and I'm happy that Kane did a crazy amazing job. And this is his debut. This is crazy, man. It's super inspiring, honestly, that Kane did this. It's crazy, honestly. Like I'm so happy for him. I'm hoping that whatever he makes next is just as successful, honestly. And I trust his process. I trust his creative direction. And yeah, I can't wait to see what else comes out of him. But yeah, essentially, the movie. It's the premises of the movie is that our main character Clark, played by Chueto. I hope I'm not messing up his name. He's such a like my favorite character of the movie, Chueto Ihofor. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to say that again. I messed it up bad. But essentially, he's our main character, Clark. And then our other second main character, our second lead, Renate Renzuva. I'm not going to try to pronounce that last name. I'm sorry. I don't want to mess it up again. I messed up Nikki's actor from Obsession's name. I missed her last name up and I felt bad. So essentially, Clark is going through his own little thing. His life is pretty messed up. Bro is divorced. Not, I don't think he's divorced. I can't remember if he's divorced or not, but essentially both kicked out of his house. He owns a furniture store. It's failing pretty much. And he's still trying to hang on to the fact that he can do this. He has really bad anger issues as well. He's mad that his wife kicked him out, and he's an alcoholic too. So yeah. So essentially, Renee or Renata, Mary, that's her name, Mary as well. Mary is his therapist. They talk with each other. Trying to figure out. Clark trying to figure out things what's wrong and stuff like that with him. Just trying to get help, trying to talk to somebody, and you know he's having this flashing light problem. Bro goes to the basement, and boom, bro falls into the back rooms. Bro figures out he's walking around, and oh my, it's so good. Honestly, it looks so good. I love that the buzzing's there and everything. Oh my, bruh. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh man, I wish I was there on where I forgot where it was, like the actual IRL place. I wish I was there. It looks so cool, man. Both both actors are amazing in the roles, in my opinion. They absolutely kill it, especially Chiwetel, or the person that plays Clark. Like I said, he's probably my favorite character in this movie. And honestly, it's kind of sad. Like spoiler wise, this is spoiler, spoiler. Um, he doesn't make it, man. And I was really rooting for him. I felt really bad for him, and I was hoping that he was gonna figure it all out, but just didn't go that way, and bro got unfortunately. I really love the shots in this movie. The shots in this movie are like very liminal, which is what the backrooms are essentially. And I actually didn't really mind the VHS. Like, yeah, it would have been cool to see it from an actual like good quality kind of wise, but I feel like VHS kind of just adds more like obscurity or makes it more scary. Because VHS lighting is not that good. So like, there was one part when they fall into a little tunnel, and the rooms are kind of dark and everything, and you can't really see the dark rooms. It looks fucking scary, because it's a VHS camera, so bro cannot see with the VHS camera from our point of view, at least from when we're watching the movie. And so I feel like the VHS camera is a really good addition, honestly. And I'm glad he kept it in the movie and kept it from the series, especially like backroom lore wise. It was nice to see some of the spots, we don't really see the pool room, but we saw a pool roomish kind of room, And then we saw like the library kind of. I'm not sure if y'all saw that, but the kind of library back roomish. It was, oh man, when I saw that one, I was like, oh my god, this is heat. But yeah, I kind of feel like it kind of gives a good amount of fan service, not too much, but like just a little pinch, because I think there's gonna be a lot more backroom movies. You could really just turn this into a franchise, honestly, and I wouldn't mind it, especially if Kane Parsons is behind it. Let's do a franchise. Let's just do a franchise at that point, I trust his vision. I trust his creativeness. I trust it. I would really like to see a franchise out of this, and it seems like that kind of is the route they're gonna go, or at least for a sequel, they're gonna go for a sequel with how the movie ends. And yeah, for Mark Duplass's character Phil, I kind of feel like we didn't like really need to see the scenes with him before the ending. I know that kind of sucks for me to say, but like it just sucks because we could have done so much more with him. I'm not saying his scenes were not needed, but like I feel like we could have done more with him. I was super happy to see him on the cast when the cast got announced. I was like, let's go. Entity wise in this movie, I can't believe people said they didn't want entities in this movie in the first place. That's just me. I don't. It needed it honestly, because what are we gonna do? Walk around? Film someone walking around? Like it just can't happen plot wise. But I was glad there's entities in this movie. It made the movie so much better, in my opinion. Um, the entities were creepy. They got a good scare out of me, especially Captain Clark. No, when I first saw that, I was like, yeah, no, 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 get me out of here. And that was actually played by Robert. Oh, bro, I am again. I'm not. I'm not gonna say that, but I don't want to mess it up. But oh my god, he's so terrifying. Like actually, he does so good at like motion wise. He does so good at it, and it just looks so creepy. It looks so good, honestly. But I do like the one of the good scares that got me was the Christmas tree. If y'all seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I was like, what is that? That shit scared me, bro. I was like, oh hell no. Yeah, that ending with the Captain Clark chasing Mary, that scene's terrifying as well. And I really like how we got to see more, like explored more of the back rooms while she was running. And it was a really nice chase scene. I enjoyed it. And like I said, Captain Clark's absolutely terrifying. Like actually, that scared me. Ending is kind of confusing to people. To me, it was too. I was like, so did Mary get corrupted as well? But the way I kind of see it, and the other people seeing it, is that like the backrooms copies. Like we saw with some of the other entities, it tries to copy, but it messes up. So with Mary, we were seeing her memories copy in the backrooms. The backrooms are trying to replicate it. So we saw her house. We saw what else did we see? We saw like the library, which like I said, peak reference right there. And we saw literally where she was getting interviewed at. And then we saw an actual copy of Mary, which I thought it was a pretty good ending reveal kind of thing. I also forgot to mention the soundtrack, like the music playing in the movie. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so glad that we got to hear ulterior motives during the party during Mary scene. Well, yo, it was such a good catch, to hear that. And then we got to hear some stuff from the caretaker as well, and it was very backroomsy music, the very eerie kind of nice sounding music, and I was glad to see that music like that was in the movie, and I know that this movie's very it's set in a time period, so just some songs that we can't put in here, and I know the trailer was made with 6047, I believe, and I know that song's like later, but like I said, there's a little bit of fan service for the fans for the trailer, and we didn't hear it in the movie, unfortunately, but it's all right. I'm glad at least he acknowledged and used it. And I'm hoping, like I said, there could be a second one that we're more that we see it more. That we see more music and stuff like that. And like I said, this movie ended like very open ended, essentially. Like we could get a sequel out of this, and I hope we do. I hope we do. I really excited to see where he takes it, and I'm wondering if we will see Clark and Mary again. I know Clark's pretty much dead. He got killed by Captain Clark. But yeah, I feel like we could probably see Mary again, and then of course Phil, which I'm very excited that we'll get to see Mark Duplass again. Yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. Kane Parsons absolutely killed it. All the actors killed it. Visually, it was stunning. I loved it. The shots just made the movie so much better as well. And I really hope he does make another one, and I hope that he explores more of the backrooms. That we get to see more areas and see more monsters and stuff like that. And yeah, but yeah, that is all today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. If there's any critiques or anything to give me, please let me know. That's the only way I'm gonna honestly improve on this. This is only my third review, so I'm really trying to make it more entertaining. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch it. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care, and it's been MD Media. You guys have a good one.